Morning, everybody. Welcome back to another morning of working out. Let's get with side shuffle and get warmed up. All right, we got some legs and arms. I think that's what the deal is. As soon as I move, I go blurry. Look at that. All right. So start at the speed that feels right for you. That's the key always, okay? And if you want, you can progress with it with this side shuffle. You can start with some walking side steps and then move towards a hopping side step. And then just congratulate yourself for turning on this thing again and showing up. And we're going to have some fun. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to butt kickers. Stand nice and tall. Look straight ahead. Avoid the tendency of looking at your feet. I know I feel that all the time. And I can see myself in the camera. I'm like, oh, I'm looking at my feet. So keep doing butt kickers. You got it. Feeling good. 3, 2, 1. And come out of that. Nice. Let's do a marching. Knee to opposite hand. Lift the toes. And let's just get this nice and slow. Slow marching. Leg comes up slow, leg goes down slow. This is nice and chill and relaxed. All right. Did the magic rubbing of the camera, so we should be good. I did it earlier, but I think the key is I have to do it during the class to appease the Zoom gods. All right. Speed it up. Like twice as fast as you were. So we were going like extra slow. Now we're going extra fast. Lift the toes, head up. Don't look at your hand touching your knee. You know that it's touching. Call this your morning sobriety test. Can your knee touch your hand without looking at it? 3, 2, 1. Now do a swing, hand to opposite leg. Okay? Maybe this is your move in the club. I don't know. I'm not sure if... Without presuming, I'm not sure if this is a club type of group because you're up early in the morning doing exercise. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. All right, let's do some hip opening with some shoulders. So we're going to take a big step back, swing the arms forwards, touch your fingers, pop up, and then switch sides. Still part of the warm-up, moving the whole body at once. So you get to choose how big that step is, how low you go. If you need to catch your balance, you need to catch your balance, all right? Fingers can touch in front. They can touch a little higher, possibly touch right above your head. If they're going above your head, I would then challenge you to look up and watch them touch. If that makes you a little bit dizzy, well then, pay attention to yourself. But I'm not going to say don't do it. Maybe kind of find that edge where you can tolerate it and not fall over. All right, get that fluid whooshing around in your inner ear a little more vigorously. Turn back time and maybe find that youthful balance that you once had. 3, 2, 1. Come on out. Nice. Did you ever have youthful balance? All right, so we're to arms. So side lunge, then bicep curls. Other side lunge, tricep kickbacks. Okay, so side lunge is fun because there's a few variations we can do. Full meal deal is just chuck it out and sit. So boom, and then down, okay? So before my foot even lands, I'm already thinking about going down. And I'll point out the end point. That end point is a squat. So hinge, bum reaches backwards. The knee does not go very far forwards. That's what we want. What we're all going to decide is how low do we go with it. But we all reach our bum backwards and kind of to the side in that position, okay? So, full meal deal, boom, really dynamic, and then push yourself up. Slightly easier is land, feel secure, and then reach, and then come up, and either push yourself up in one motion or do it in 2 motions, all right? And then at the other end of the spectrum, it might be 3 steps to get your foot out because you want them wide. Then you do your side squat, and then maybe 2 or 3 steps to get your foot in, okay? That's how you're gonna do that. So one side, then you're gonna grab your weights, and we're gonna do solid bicep curls. So nothing magical about this. Just make sure that you're standing nice and tall, shoulders are back, head is looking forwards, and the elbows go straight at the bottom. Boom, okay? That's what we want. Then we do the other side. Then we grab our weights again. We do tricep kickbacks. Are these the right weights? All right, they feel heavy. All right, tricep kickbacks. So elbows go straight. Avoid the temptation to swing them up. Instead, press them or squeeze them up, okay? Cool. Second. I got a 40-20 clock on this, so whatever. That's what it says that's what we're gonna do. I know, just like yesterday or 2 days ago, I was complaining about the 40-20 clock, and then boom, there it is again. All right, we're going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Side lunge. This is gonna be a little huffing puffing. Well, the arms are not too huffing and puffing, right? That's kind of, they're little muscles. They don't produce a lot of carbon dioxide, no matter how hard we work them. So the vigorous, more challenging part is the side squat, or the side lunge piece, sorry. And then we get a little bit of a breather with the arm exercises. So keep that in mind, okay? If you are breathing, you are exhaling as you load up, as you push yourself up. 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice, okay. 20 seconds rest. Grab your weights, get ready for bicep curls. We're still huffing and puffing. I might still be through the entire bicep curls. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Nice. And again, breathing out as you lift. You're at home, possibly limited to your weight selection. So if your weight's a little on the heavy side, use it for as many reps as you want and then drop it and go empty-handed. That's the best way to modify what you got, okay? And if your weight's light, go slower on the way down, really slow. 3, 2, 1, rest. I think intuitively, and not all intuitions are right, the idea is do fast and do lots because the weight's so light. No, slow it down. That stresses the muscle more. Okay, 3, other side, 2, 1, side lunge, here we go. Oh, I bet you started on your strong side, right? If you didn't, that would be weird. We all have natural tendencies, and that's one of them. I'm reminded of that when I felt my left leg protest a little bit to this movement. My right leg crushed it. Left one has some concerns. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1, rest. This is one of the few exercises that we do that includes that power piece, which involves if you are doing the full meal deal version of it, you're exploding up out of that position. That's power. 3, tricep kickbacks. 2, 1, here we go. Exhale as you lift. And squeeze. And enjoy. This one with the weight, it's a little on the heavy side. Don't bend over so far. And if it's light, bend over more. That just changes the angle of pull because gravity's pulling you down. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice. All right, one round done. Another round coming up. I might have told you this, we're doing 3. Oh, big breaths to recover. All right, side lunge. Pick your first side. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh yeah, back to the good leg. We do so many things unilaterally. So one side at a time in these workouts. And the purpose is to kind of find those differences from one side to the other. And then as time goes by, we are ironing them out, okay? 3, 2, 1, and rest. So aside from being more fit, stronger, healthier, more toned, we are creating balance within our body. Bicep curls. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And being balanced with our strengths from side to side, front to back, and all sorts of different movements. We may be, I guess, don't want to use the term limited, but we may be limited in how amazingly strong and athletic we're going to develop ourselves into, okay? But we are not limited in our pursuit of symmetry and balance. 3, 2, 1. So everything works together as a unit. We can always work on that, continuing to get better and better. That is one of the biggest factors in injury prevention. Okay, pick your other leg. We've got a side lunge. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And if you've ever been injured, it is no fun. And if you're older than 20, you don't just heal overnight. You heal over a month or a year sometimes. So we want to avoid that at all costs. Are you still breathing? Reaching that bum back? Are you as springy as you were on the first round? Oh, 3, 2, 1. Rest. So if you are genetically gifted with power, with spring, with explosion, good for you, congratulations. You'll feel like, oh, I can do this all day. If you are not naturally gifted, 3, tricep kickbacks. 2, 1, that nervous system might almost be fatigued already, okay? And that's what happens. That's a normal thing. You're like, wait a minute, the first round felt great, and the second round's impossible. Well, be patient with yourself. Maybe modify the movement to one of the easier versions. And in time, you'll get better. Halfway. Squeeze it. Exhale as you lift. We got this. Your triceps love this. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Do the math here. No, I'm just going to read the list. End of second round. Beginning of last round. Here we go. I'm going with my favorite leg to start with. Side lunges. We're going, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, this is the last lunging thing on this side. So spend it. Put a little more energy into your stomach. So squeeze when you exhale. Squeeze when you push off. And you'll notice the leg doesn't actually have to work quite as hard if your body is more rigid. Nice. And 3, 2, 1. Rest. Excellent. Oh, if you live in Regina, anybody notice the Snow removal basically took the day off the last 36 hours. 3 bicep curls, 2, 1. Here we go, curl it out. I'm gonna use this form to just complain about that. It literally took the 2 days off. Oh my goodness. All right. Exhaling as you lift. Elbows go straight at the bottom. They didn't actually take the whole 36 hours off. Some snow got moved. But not enough for anything to happen. We had 2 schools closed just because they didn't want to clean the street. 3, 2, 1, rest. And an entire program here, or at least maybe not the entire program, but almost the entire program shut down here yesterday. And it just snowed like 8 inches. All right, let's go in with your least favorite leg. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Okay, this is the last one of these we're doing on this side. So spend it, here we go. Nice. Halfway. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. Okay, tricep kickbacks left. And then we get to actually rest and do some really easy stuff on part B. Like super, super easy. 3, 2, 1, here we go. All right, just as a heads up, have we ever done anything that's super, super easy? Like even the stretching can be hard. So I'm just flying right now. But it's super good for us. I hope you're appreciating that your body can do this stuff. Like, have you had the experience where, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then you start, and then your mind says, I don't know, and then you're like, no, we can, and then you push through, and the body did it, and you're like, holy smokes! 3, 2, 1, rest. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Those are cool experiences, right? Good job, body. Whew. Didn't think you had it in it. Okay, walk around, rest, breathe, recover. We have side plank stuff. Side plank stuff. So, side plank stuff that we're gonna do. Come on. Is gonna focus on lifting the bottom leg. Okay, so. Lifting the bottom leg is all about, how do I say, focusing on getting, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just going to talk while I fix, oh, here we go, got it. Now, it's about engaging that groin, inner thigh part, which, to be honest, if you've only done it with me these few times, you might find, like, I don't get it, like, it's impossible. What are we supposed to do with this? Yeah, I know, it's possible to have those muscles completely not engaged in our bodies. So if you're feeling that, you're not alone, okay? If you're feeling like, what am I supposed to be doing? Just keep following along. So for 30 seconds, we're going to, I'll show you the full meal deal. So I imagine like there's a straight line across on my floor, so there's lines in my carpet. So I've got my right knee on the line, I've got my left foot on the line, and I've got my right hand on the line, okay? And my fingers are pointed either forwards or to the side, okay? So then rather than having my bum back, I want my hips in line. So my hips are right over my right knee, and that's pretty important, okay? My right arm is vertical, perfectly vertical. That's important. So many important things, okay? So now, the easiest version of this is simply pushing down with the right hand and the left foot and getting the knee off the floor, and then you put it back down. And you simply lift it, put it back down for 30 seconds. That's it, okay? Slightly harder, when you lift it, don't put it down right away. So count to 2 or 3 and then put it down. So you're giving yourself little mini intervals, okay? Next level up is you lift it up and don't put it down for the full 30 seconds, okay? And then I'll say next level up, that foot that's back there that you can't really see yet, that's been planted the whole time. Well, now I'm gonna get that off the ground, and just for fun, I'm gonna move it front to back. Maybe weight bearing a little each time, but if I wanna make it extra hard, I just tap the floor, okay? Side plank, lifting bottom leg. Hit that groin, also stomach, lots of things happening. Oh yeah, we're not gonna do too many of these because we only have 4 minutes left here. 30 seconds one side, 30 seconds the other, okay? All right, ready? Get in position here. 3, 2, 1, and we're doing it for 30 seconds or less if you want to do less, okay? All right. Just tap it in. All right. Quick movie trivia question. What movie is that from? Just tap it in. Hint, they're making another one. 3, 2, 1, rest. They are currently, or whatever, I'm not sure how the promotions of this stuff work, but there's pictures of Adam Sandler on the beach shooting the next Happy Gilmore. Other side, here we go. Get it in there. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now, I forgot to mention, as I get my left hand on the floor and realize, oh yeah, a left shoulder, elbow, or wrist or hand can be a limiting factor here. So pay attention to it. If it is, pause or stop to give that structure a break. It'll get stronger. 3, 2, 1, and rest. You know what won't make it stronger? Totally resting it and never doing anything. Do you know what'll make it worse? Pushing through pain too much and aggravating it. First side, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And by now, you guys have figured that out. Have you figured it out perfectly? Oh, if you have, fill me in. I'm like a 6 out of 10 on that. So it's a process. Learning, sometimes relearning the same thing. But take what you've learned and apply it. Okay. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, some of you are, I'm just going to presume, old enough to remember back in the days when no matter what happened to you, 6 weeks rest. All right, sprain your ankle, 6 weeks rest. You're in a car accident, other side, here we go. 6 weeks rest. Everything was 6 weeks rest. There's nothing that you need 6 weeks rest from. Like if you're on the 6 week rest plan, you died and you're going to be resting forever. I remember going to a conference and the person was talking on this topic. 3, 2, 1, rest. And they were just as passionate, like, you don't need that much rest. And they had some story about, I don't know, some motorcycle accident. They're in a cast from the waist down, in bed, just completely immobilized. But inside the cast. Okay, first side, 3, 2, 1, here we go. They were actually using the cast as resistance, and they were doing little isometric contractions inside the cast, gently and carefully. Once the bones started to knit together, to stimulate that process. Anyways, if you're in an accident tomorrow and you're in a full body cast, don't just do that automatically. Have some guidance. 3, 2, 1, rest. But I just remember that story thinking, there's always something you can do. Okay, we're just doing one more. We're going to go over our time here by 30 seconds, but it's just stretching, whatever. Just kidding. You can stay longer in 3, 2, 1. And whatever we've been doing, just do it for like 3 more minutes. And that works, okay? Oh, this is awesome. My bottom leg is bearing more weight now than it was to begin with. Yeah. That's okay. Making it work. Oh, we're getting there. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, that was good stuff. We're going to do a hamstring stretch. So if you're close to the ground already, feel free to stay there. I'm just going to get my mat out. And now, as I say that, right, I got up and I'm huffing and puffing and breathing. If you find that getting up and walking around helps you recover, because it does, then feel free to do that, okay? And when you're ready, come back down. Or if you've got like extra time here, like an extra 15 minutes before you have to do anything, I'll get you in the stretch here. So we got our right hand by the right bum cheek, and then we want to be tall. Roll the bum towards the right leg. We're not leaning towards that leg so much as taking the tummy and laying it on the thigh. And then press that knee down into the floor, and we're stretching. Yeah, so I don't know, do 15 minutes of burpees, and then do your own stretching, and have an extended workout if you want. But bring attention to your breath. If you are stretching with me, we're not trying very hard with the stretch, so nothing should be hurting. If you do have tight hamstrings, like I'm sitting on a mat, if I had tighter hamstrings, I'd be sitting on 3 mats. Okay, 3, 2, 1, we're switching sides. Left hand by left bum cheek, and I use that to lift up and over. I recognize that if you have a short arm and a long torso, that what I'm telling you doesn't work at all, okay? If you're like, wait, how does that work? So then you would, let's say, put something like a book or a firm pad or something underneath your hand so you actually have something to push up against, okay? So long arms here relative to body length works just fine for me. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Same thing. So on average, your wingspan, so fingertip reached out to the side to fingertip on the other side, is the same as your height. But then there's slight variations, like are your arms relatively long or relatively short? I used to watch boxing, and they'd always, give the reach. How much is the reach? And I never paid attention to the number. I just went to like, oh, that person's reach is longer than that. And I thought, well, how are they measuring that? Like from the shoulder, from the, like how far they can reach? And then I realized, oh, it's from fingertip to fingertip wingspan, not their actual punching reach. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. All right, left hand by left bum cheek. So you can do your own little measurement if you want. See where you land on the general scheme of things. You know how tall you are. Or if you know how tall you were 25 years ago, you're not that tall anymore. And then measure your wingspan and see what's longer. I get that all the time with people. When I measure certain things, I'll say, how tall are you? So I'm 5'10". I'll say I'm 5'10", and they'll say, oh, I'm 5'11", but they're shorter than me. And then they look at me, and I'm like, yeah, we both know what happened here. 3, 2, 1, and come out of that. That's okay. Gravity, right? Oh, nice work, everybody. Hopefully, if you are shoveling snow, do so slowly and carefully. Smaller the shovel, the better. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it, and so does your body, and I'll see you next week. Take care.